Hi guys, and welcome to the football stream. And today we're going to be watching two matches. We're going to be watching Italy versus Estonia and France versus Ukraine. So, two matches, okay? Two matches. Not one match. France versus Italy. It's Italy versus Estonia. France versus Ukraine. Here we go. I'll just switch the scene over. Yeah, I'm all good. Okay. Here we go. It's not the classic, for the football streams. Usually it's down here. It's actually up here today, and that is just because I have to have both monitors open for these streams because there's two games on today, so I need to lock in. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. In the Italy crowd, there is Gigi Buffon. He is watching on. And France's game has already begun, just as I was, setting stuff up, so it's already 20-something seconds in. Italy's game just hasn't begun just yet. By the way, how are you going, Sherry, Michael, Rishan, who else was in the chat here as well? I think there might have been someone way earlier on. I can't remember, though. But yeah, hello, everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. And currently, 0-0 for France versus Ukraine. I will be focusing on, a split of both games because, just European qualifiers in general. There we go. The match has begun here for Italy versus Estonia. I need to start locking in for the names. And let me read some stuff I missed as well. Italy going to play Monday against Israel in the final and Saudi in the opening. Wait, who's going to play Saudi in the opening for what? I'm not too sure. But yeah, so Italy's going to play Israel on Monday. Okay. If he scores a pen, they say you can only score pens. I know. Hopefully it's a natural hat trick for Ronaldo in the Armenia game. I think he'll score something natural. He hasn't scored a hat trick yet this year, besides the friendly one, of course. But in non-friendly games, hopefully CR7 can continue the streak of a hat trick per year. I don't think he's missed a hat trick in the last couple of years. I can't remember if he has. I don't think so. So far, Estonia off to a good start with defense. In terms of Ukraine versus France, Ukraine is actually wearing the blue today. So I love when my colors on the stupid scoreboard are wrong. I really love that. So let's just give France the white here and Ukraine the blue because that is going to be the case for this game. Didn't realize it was a home game for Ukraine, but yeah, sure. We'll continue. We're having a good chat before the match. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everyone's having a good chat. I'll just read in on the messages. I was kind of just waiting for the stream. Wasn't really doing anything, to be honest. Also, Switzerland versus Kosovo started as well. I'm not commentating that game. That's too many for my brain to handle. But here we go. This is going to be Italy trying to pass the ball deep into the box and just an easy catch for the Estonia goalkeeper. And that reminds me, we have to read the lineups here. So for Ukraine versus France, the lineup is as follows. So for Ukraine, the goalkeeper is going to be Trubin. Right back is going to be Konoplia. The centre-back duo is Zabarnia and Matvienko. And left-back Zinchenko. The midfield is going to be Zubkov, Yarmoliuk, Sudakov, and Kalazuni, and Hutsuliak. Sorry, I cannot pronounce these names. And Dovbik is going to be the striker for Ukraine. For France, Mike Mannion is going to be the goalkeeper. Kunde is going to be the right back. Kanate and Upamecano going to be the defense. Dinge is going to be the left back. For the midfield, it's going to be a duo of Chouameni and Kone. And for the forwards, it is Desir Doué, Olis, Barcola, and Kylian, all as the forwards there. So Mbappe will be leading and captaining, as per usual. For Italy versus Estonia, the lineup will be as follows. So for Italy, Donnarumma does start as the goalkeeper. Di Marco is the left back. Calafiori and Bastoni as the centre back. And Di Lorenzo as the right back. For the midfield, Zaccagni, Tonali, Barella, and Politano as the midfield. And then we have Keane and Retegui as the forwards. So Italy, again, a strong lineup. Surprised they're struggling a lot, but they are. They really are struggling in the national team. I think it's just because of lack of synergy between their team. I don't think their team works well with each other. For Estonia, the goalkeeper is going to be Hein. The right back is, I'm not even going to pronounce their name, Larsen. Let's just call them Larsen. The centre backs are going to be Pascozzi and Kursk. And the left back is going to be Salist. For the midfield, Polomets and Sheen. And then for the forwards, Kristal, Kite, Sinyavisky, and Sapinen as the forwards right there. So interesting lineups for both teams. I do think Italy's got the stronger team on paper. I actually do predict them to lose the game. And that's just because they're insanely off form. They don't perform well with each other. But yeah, they used to be so good, Italy. They used to be the team everyone feared because they're so solid in defense. Their attack wasn't always the best, but they were so solid in the defense that, they could walk away with a clean sheet on any game. Estonia, on paper, has a better attack, I feel like, just because they might have more synergy. I don't really watch Estonian games. I do know that they've got slightly better team chem build, though, compared to Italy. So we'll have to wait and see. Will, chemistry really matter in sort of a team performance? I do think it does. So we might see Estonia taking the dub here. For France, it should be a walk in the park against Ukraine, I'm going to be honest. Shouldn't really struggle. Their team, back-to-back almost world champions in the previous World Cups, going into these World Cup qualifiers, definitely with a very strong team, actually stronger than the World Cup final team, I would say, from 2022. So, yeah, definitely lock in here, France. Maybe play, I'm surprised they didn't play Dembele. I think that's because of an injury, but I would maybe play him, if anything, instead of Barcola when he does get back from an injury. But, yeah. And where am I watching this from? It is BN Sports. BN Sports 1 and BN Sports 2 are the channels to watch these games. Italy, Estonia, and Ukraine, France. I don't know about the other games. And also, welcome to Stream Minimum. And also, Kazuma, you're so disappointed with the Madrid woman lost at Atletico. I did not see that, but yeah, sure. That's not great, honestly, because we should be winning Madrid derby, especially since I feel like Real's woman team's pretty good. It's not like it's a bad woman team. Because a lot of the Liga F teams, they are not at the level of the, Barcelona Liga F team. But I feel like that, Real Madrid's up there. They're definitely not the worst. And 2020 Italy, yeah, 2020 Italy was something else. I mean, they were kind of lucky in the end for the Euros because of that, England fumble, Southgate, being the worst manager probably of all time, next to Ten Hag. I feel like they're just up there. But yeah, for sure, kind of lucky, but kind of good at the same time. They've sort of fell off ever since then, a lot. Also, halftime Canada 2, Romania 0. Okay, wow. Lamine girlfriend really pulled a Figo move. What the heck did Lamine's girlfriend do? Okay, I'm not caught up on the Barcelona footballers' counterparts. It's his personal life. You don't care about all that. Exactly. I don't care about Lamine's personal life, to be honest. I couldn't care less. Yeah, sure. Ukraine trying to go on a run here. Nice defense by Upamecano. Just so you know, when I look down, that's because I'm looking at the France game. When I look up, it's because the Italy game's up there. So, yeah, just to show where my eyes are looking. And then here's the chat. But, yeah. So, if they lose, they won't play World Cup. Oh, if Italy lose, they won't play World Cup. Actually, I did not know that. Yes, they won't. Okay, wow. My goodness. By the way, Norway, insane performance. I gotta say, they've done a number here. Norway, 12 points plus 11 goal difference. Sheesh. Estonia's played 5 games. This is their 5th game. So Italy's got one more after this. So they have to get a win here, Italy. Otherwise, it's over. Estonia need a win as well. I feel like if they get a win here, they've basically secured the cup. They've secured it because I don't think that Italy will lose to Israel. I mean, maybe they will. But yeah, I think Estonia win here secures them the World Cup qualification. And yeah, they're in 3rd place. And maybe controversial opinion, but you don't think neither England, France, Germany have a chance to win the World Cup? 50-50 for Portugal and Spain. I think Portugal, very strong chance to win the World Cup with their current squad. Very, very strong chance. I feel like Spain, high chance as well. I agree with you there, Kazuma. I also think, if France get a new manager, I don't think that the current manager's doing it. I don't know if they've already replaced him because I heard there was rumors on replacing Deschamps. But let's see who's managing this game. So yeah, he is still managing the game, Didier. I would replace him before the World Cup. I'm going to be real. Because I think that, maybe bringing in a strong manager like Jose Mourinho for pre-World Cup. I mean, I know he'll probably only manage Portugal, but definitely he could, do a surprise move, go manage France. Zidane, I heard, was very close chance for that to occur, where he does manage. But, they need to switch it up now. Deschamps, I think, is not a great manager in terms of the new generation of players that have come into this French national team. Deschamps said he will retire after this World Cup. If they had Zidane now, maybe France will have a chance. Yeah, for sure. If they bring in an attacking manager, someone who understands midfield possession, especially with this current team, for sure. And that's a goal for France, by the way. France just scored. And it is Olise who gets the goal. I'm just going to add the scoreboard on there. Brilliant goal by Olise. So 1-0. 1-0 to France. As I said, easy walk in the park here. Not really that much of a trouble. I was kind of watching the Italy game. I glanced down, saw Elise take a shot there. Nice, easy goal, 1-0. Yeah, 10 minutes against Ukraine. Yeah, I guess I should write that up on the... Should I put the score sheet up? I guess I should. Total bottle flips. Scoreboard. Here we go. France, 1-0. Elise, 10. Yeah, it's a nice little tap in. It's not the best goal from Elise. I mean, he scored way better. It's just an easy tap, bottom right corner. Nice little playthrough as well. President of France Federation doesn't like Zidane, hence why there are rumors he asked Deschamps not to leave the team now. Oh, I see. Really, my little bro, Dino does not reaction. No, I do react. It's just the fact I was watching the Italy game, and I'm going to move the France game up to the top just because I think France is going to score more. Okay, I'm moving my screens around. Yeah. Okay, France is at the top now. Okay. I'm locking in, guys. Don't worry. It's just because I swear I thought they wouldn't score this early, but I guess they did. And also, Italy was actually pretty close. Had a couple of shots on target. And no problem, minimum. Also, you're Lurax's friend and is late for him. So he said that when halftime comes for you, is Portugal one short of Ronaldo. It got 150k. Wow, 150k views. Yeah, sure, I'll view that. No problem. Always glad to help support a channel member. No, you're talking about Elise. He doesn't react. Oh, I thought you meant me. But yeah, Elise, yeah, he's very... He thinks he's him. He kind of is, but he's not at the same time. Like, I mean, at least we don't have to be nonchalant about everything, do we? You know, you score, you play. Brilliant ball by Mbappe and nice little control there. Trubin trying to project that off of Barcola. Barcola doesn't reach. Yes, I won't forget. I'll check it at halftime. It's also Arabic commentary, right? There's an English version of BN Sports. So that's, I don't listen without commentary. I, don't have any sounds here. But I just watch the match. I don't really care for the commentation. But yeah, you can get English or Arabic. Doesn't really bother me, but maybe you want English or something. Okay, this is going to be Barella for the Italy game. Just playing up to Moises Keane, and that is going to be out. That is going to be a free kick. Sorry, more should I say there. Nonchalant, that was the word. Yeah, exactly. Nonchalant. Barcola assist as well. Just getting that on. Elise really thinks he is the main character. I mean, he's not really. Mbappe saw the main character. I mean, I would love, honestly, Elise to come to Real Madrid. I don't think he will at the moment. I think maybe a couple of years, maybe. But Elise, I really like him. He is, like, as a footballing player, I mean, I don't really like his nonchalant thing. That's like, yeah, it's a bit over the top. But, I really like how he plays football and stuff. Italy have a strong attack here. Ukraine also trying to go in for the strong attack, but nice D from Barcola there to protect. Yeah, not really allowing Zubkov to get through. And Italy time not working. Yeah, exactly. Italy's time's not working? Oops. I think it must just be glitched. I'll give the scoreboard a reload here. Here we go. So it looks like that the scoreboard doesn't have... Oh, it's because this... Great, love that. It's because I set the scoreboard time to 12 minutes max, so then when it reaches 12 minutes, it goes and kills itself, so thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that, Michael. Brilliant. Let's start up the scoreboard now, please. Let's try and fix it. Okay. Okay, it's completely bugged. Ignore the scoreboard. Ignore the scoreboard. It's bugged. Okay, I'll try and fix it. Yeah, it's bugged. Okay. Great. Great. Love that. Bug scoreboard. Yeah, just completely ignore the scoreboard there. Yeah, just pretend like the score... Just follow the one scoreboard for the, the other game. Follow that scoreboard time thing there. We have too many midfielders, but no tempo dictator like Germany, Toni Kroos. Yeah, exactly. The tempo dictator, Toni Kroos. What a guy. Exactly. Totally agree with you there. I'm just going to hide the timer there. Just have the scoreboard up. Okay. You want Vitinha? Dembele should have started. Yeah, first of all, I think it's because Dembele's injured, by the way. Like, if I go and quickly check France... I'd like a great Russian... No! You mean Yashin. Yashin, yeah. Yashin. Is he Russian? No, I don't... Oh, Dembele's on the bench? I think it's just because he's coming back from injury. That's why I do think he's on the bench here. Makes sense. But yeah, I think that, definitely in regards to, Vitinha, I think Vitinha would be a great addition to Real Madrid because, yeah, exactly as that tempo dictation. I feel like Valverde was kind of doing that, but... He sort of stopped. I don't know. He sort of shifted away. And hi, Poppy. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. And hi, Ron. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Hello, both of you guys. Yeah, so currently 16 minutes into the Ukraine-France game. 15 minutes into Italy-Estonia. I mean, we'll just keep the one-timer, of course, because the other one's completely bugged, because we love that. And yes, go ahead, Ron. Ask me anything. Still 1-0 as well for France, Ukraine, 0-0 for Italy, Estonia. Estonia's been putting up a good shift in the D as well. And yes, I remember you, Poppy, I remember. By the way, W profile picture there of that nice little black cat. Perfect. What do you think about Van de Ven? I think he's a great defender. I do think he is. He's got very, very strong, bulky build. Very fast, though. He always commits as well. That's something you can say. He commits. He puts himself on the line, his clearance in the Europa League final against Manchester United, and then his one against PSG, the other clearance, the goal he scored. Did he not score? Very close as well to France getting another goal there. Beautiful save by Trubin, and it was again Olise that hits the shot right there. And we can just see nice little crossover by who did that cut in? Who in the world cut that one? It's like got bald hair. Was that actually Kone? I don't know. And then, yeah, just passes over to Olise, and then Olise fires. Nice save. When is the FNAF 2 Reimagined going to get its own stream? It's going to get its own stream this week. I have to plan stuff around the football, especially since the football's coming back, and that is, one thing I love. Very good shot by Retegui, by the way. It just went wide in the Italy-Estonia game. It is going to be a corner for Italy. I think there might have been a touch on the glove there of the Estonian goalkeeper. So corners for both Italy and France at the same time. France cut theirs one in and is going to be cleared away by Ukraine. Let's see what Italy do with theirs. Here we go. Greece make it 2 against Belarus. Okay, Greece doing a good job. And there's a catch by Trubin from Doué's shot. And Italy's corner is cleared. And a good run there actually by Dovbyk, but it's going to be cleaned up by Kone. Just pass back to Mike Maignan. By the way, I do think that Maignan is a good keeper. I think he's great. I think in the Nations League, he had his worst performance I've ever seen of him. Like, ever in my life. That was his worst performance by far, especially against Spain. He literally cost the team the game, single-handedly. Just terrible positioning, terrible saves, all around just a terrible, low keeper performance. I was really having high hopes for him to replace Laurie. I feel like Laurie in the World Cup was a big letdown for France. But yeah, he definitely isn't doing it. And I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, Poppy. And no problem, Ron. Hope you enjoy your video as well. So let's just see this Ukraine clearance. So Ukraine trying to clear with the 1-2s. They were actually saying there might have been a handball touch there, but I guess Olise must have controlled anyway, took the shot, risked the corner. Sweden make it 1-0 against Slovenia. I mean, Sweden actually a pretty strong team now, thinking about as well. Gyökeres and Isak leading that team. I think Sweden can make it to the World Cup. Don't know about you guys. I do think they can. Hope Senegal wins. Your King Mane wins. Yeah, is Mane in the Senegal team? I'm going to check. I love Mane. One of my favorites of all time. So Mondi's there. Koulibaly. Diouf's, yeah, Mane's playing. Okay, cool. Love that. I'll give you guys updates on that game since Mane's playing. My boy Sadio. Where is his poster? I'm getting the poster right now. I'm getting the poster. Here we go. There we go. Mane. It's in the back. You can go there. There we go. Nice and easy. Do I remember Senegal clapped England? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, clearly. Without Mane as well. They actually didn't play. It was in a, you know, I think it was Thomas Tuchel's first loss as an England manager. I think he had, you know, back-to-back wins, and then he got lost there. So, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world, you know, losing to Senegal. Very strong team. I mean, they didn't have their key players. But definitely, I feel like Senegal's got a strong contender for a round of 16, maybe quarterfinals finish in the World Cup coming up as well. That's actually a cold poster. Yeah, I actually got this from Riyadh season. It's in Riyadh. It's like this big area. There's like this shop and mall and stuff. And you can actually get Team of the Season, Team of the Year cards, footies cards, any FIFA and FC cards. You can get them made. I got Mane's Team of the Year from a couple of years ago. Sorry, is that... Yeah, Team of the Year, right? I think so. Team of the Year from like 2 years ago or something. And go Blues, you're going for Blues, Poppy. Yeah, I mean, I watched France all throughout the World Cup 2022. The two teams I watched was Portugal and France. And, of course, Australia. And New Zealand, unfortunately, weren't in that one. They are in this one, so I'm going to be, you know, watching their games too. But, yeah, I watched France up until the finals. I was kind of hoping they would get the dub in the final as well. But, you know... Unfortunate there. They definitely had the, you know, sort of the back end of the stick in terms of luck. You know, the food poisoning before the finals. You know, Giroud being out and not in the best form. Griezmann not being on the best form. Mbappe really having to solo carry the team because everyone else was sort of lackluster in that. I got to say, up until the final, Kolo Muani, I had high hopes for him. Then in the final, he really disappointed me. He really did. Close shot for Mbappe, just sails over. Corner for Italy, and caught by the Estonia keeper. What's my prediction for the Italy match? 1-0 Estonia. 1-0 Estonia, that's my prediction. And for the France-Ukraine match, I think it's going to be 4-0 France. Maybe a last-minute Dovbyk goal, could be 4-1. France should steamroll Ukraine. Just got a way better team. And what a difference Italy and France have become from their past selves. Remember in the 90s how fun it was to watch these two teams. Now not the same feeling. Well, personally, I didn't watch them then because I was not born. I was actually not alive. But yeah, I mean, based on past records and stuff, definitely Italy, big letdown from what they used to be. And I can understand any, you know, older Italian fan or any Italian national would not be proud of their national team currently because they are on the level now of, you know, drawing to Estonia, where they would have been in the back, you know, half of this century, been really steamrolling this sort of team, not really having to panic playing the C squad. Yeah, so really is a bit of a disappointment for the Italian national team. France, on the other hand, regaining form. Again, new coach required, I feel. But, you know, is what it is currently. The Didier Deschamps on his final strings here. I think he has to get a couple of wins to really secure a place as the World Cup coach. And what is this? What is my all-time best XI? Ronaldo is in it. I feel like goalkeeper, Iker Casillas, could be definitely the goalkeeper. You can also say Neuer, Buffon. Really depends on your personal preference. I like Casillas because he is, of course, Real Madrid. I love Neuer as like my second. I really like Neuer. He's up there with one of my favorite goalkeepers. As my right back, if I had to pick a right back, who would I pick? Based on players I would watch, you know. Based on players that I would have watched. Dani Alves, I mean, Prison FC guy. Carvajal, you can say as well. I mean, depends. I would, you know, I don't want to do just Real Madrid bias. I'll be fair. Dani Alves was very good as a right back. Definitely not the best of all time, but in terms of, you know, people I've seen, he's very good. In terms of centre-backs, Sergio Ramos, Pepe, not a question. Left back would be Roberto Carlos. You can argue Marcelo is argue Marcelo as well. Roberto Carlos, I think, just his Trivela shots, insane. His free kicks, insane. Midfield, I'll do 2 CMs and a cam. So the 2 CMs would be one of them, Toni Kroos, the other one, Modric, and then the middle would be Zidane. I think left wing is going to be Ronaldo. Right wing is going to be Messi, to be fair. And striker would be... Who would I put as striker? Trying to think. Pele? I mean, I didn't watch Pele, like, in person. I've watched so many clips of Pele. You know, you could put him as striker for sure. I could put him personally, but I'm just trying to think. Drogba, you put Drogba. I'm trying to think. There was a striker I was thinking of. Who was I thinking of? You know, you can put... I feel like you can put Rooney as more of a striking player as well. I know he likes to sort of drop a little bit deeper as well and help with build-up, and then he comes forward and strikes, especially in that Man United squad. And they're just showing the Elise goal here again. I thought he scored again, but luckily not. But yeah, probably either Rooney or Drogba. There's some others as well. There's a lot of good strikers. There's a lot. Everyone put your favorite striker in the chat. Puskas is attacking midfield with played with Real Madrid, 718 appearances, 712 goals, and 400 assists. Yeah, Puskas. That's actually where I think Portugal are playing their game against Hungary in the Puskas Arena. Yeah, and he's got his own academy as well and his own club in Hungary. Yeah, Puskas, absolute legend. But yeah, everyone put your favorite striker in the chat. Put your favorite player in the chat and your favorite striker. You believe Maldini is more of a centre-back when he was in his prime? Yeah, Maldini definitely as a... You can put left-back Maldini. I just read your message there, Sherry. Yeah, left-back Maldini in his prime centre-back as well. I think he made more appearances as a left-back in general, though. But definitely you can do Maldini in that lineup. I would just put Pepe and Ramos because I love them. I love Pepe. I love Ramos. I love Pepe more than Ramos. But I love Ramos just as much almost. It's like a very, very tight there. Midfield, I would put Toni Kroos all day because I just love Toni Kroos. I love how he plays. And then Modric, of course, all-timer. I wouldn't put Benzema as the striker. I'm going to be real here. I'm not going to put Benzema as the striker. Just because I feel like, you know... I don't know. I just feel like that there are better strikers. I know he won a Ballon d'Or, but I feel like Benzema is just sometimes very fluctuant in terms of plays. He really sometimes let down Ronaldo on the team. I feel like with how many chances he was given for free and he missed. But he showed up when Real Madrid needed him most, and that's why he will always be a Real Madrid legend, you know. Ozil is so underrated. Yeah. Mesut's a very underrated player. Definitely up there as well, you know, both for Arsenal performances and for Real Madrid performances. That guy was absolutely cracked, literally. You know, he's a good striker as well, Aubameyang. Like, already at this age, you know, he's 38, 39, coming back to Olympique Lyonnais. Marseille. He's coming back to Marseille after going to Codcia for 1 year, and he's putting up numbers. He scores like 2 goals in his debut. Like, what an absolute legend. Like, I know we're saying about League On as the Farmers League, but, like, you know, that is cracked. 38 for Marseille. 2 goals, starting striker now suddenly in their team. Comes back after a year being gone at Codcia. You know, helped out with their project, got them Retegui. I mean, really, it's insane. 2-0, please. Yeah, hopefully we get another goal soon from either of these matches. I really do hope so. And my chat is stuck. The one on the stream chat. Bro, everything lagging today. What the heck is going on? Here, I'll just refresh it. Here we go. I'll just do this. And refresh, please. Okay. I think it's refreshed. You guys can chat now. I don't know. And hi, you gang. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. There we go. So it should be fixed. There's a good shot by Doué, and it just goes out. It's going to be a corner for France, I think. Italy also on an attack here, and it's going to be them trying to press in from the right wing. There's a nice deep cut, trying to find Retegui. It's going to be cleared away. What else did I miss? Lahm was another good left back. Yeah, Lahm was good. Philip Lahm. Yeah. W left back. Ozil's definitely underrated with 250 plus assists in 700 plus games. Yeah. Or sorry, 700 games, not 700 plus. Yeah, Ozil's I really like Ozil as well. Have you seen his bulk up grind as well? I know it's like I'm kind of late to the news, but his bulk up was like generational bulk up from being, like this build to, now he's like Dwayne The Rock Johnson build. The manager for Italy, Michael, is Gennaro Gattuso. Now, I don't know how long he's been managing Italy for. I will check for you. He's been managing since June 2025, so he is new. He has managed a lot of average clubs. This guy. Nah, what have they done there for the manager selection? What the heck? That is an insanely weird manager selection there, by the way. Like, did they just get this guy off the street or something? I mean, he's managed Napoli. But that was like a couple of years ago when they were in a rough patch. AC Milan also in the rough patch where they're finishing, 8th, not at, top table standards. And then he came from Hajduk Split, or whatever they're called. Like, I don't know what their position is in their table. I can't remember what league they're in, one of the Nordic leagues, but interesting, to say the least. And you're telling you Ronaldo and Ozil were the match made in heaven, fated by stars, their souls converge in celestial grace. Love that little poetry there. Cafu, the best left back. Isn't Cafu a right back? Or is Cafu a left back? I swear he's a right back, but okay. Sure, I know Cafu was so great. Definitely I would have put him in an all-time if I wasn't, being, picking who I'd watched. I'd put him over Dani Alves or Carvajal, for sure. Also, is Zidane going to coach France after Deschamps leaves? Supposedly, as I've just been told by someone in the chat before, that the French board, the federation, don't really like Zidane to be the manager. But I think it would be a good choice. I do think so. There was a lot of rumors. Cafu was a right back. Yeah. See, I think it was an error in the message there, Rushan. Sorry. Am I okay with speech today? Like, what am I doing? Okay, I'll read your message. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see it just yet. You're sorry you're not be able to support your vids. You're staying focused in your Ajax Academy. Remember you told you, so please forgive. Yeah, no problem. No problem, do whatever you need to do to train. No problem. Training is more important than watching a live stream. That's something coming from someone that trains themselves. I mean, tomorrow I'm going to miss my training to watch the Portugal game, but I'm going to watch Portugal anyway, I'm not going to miss Portugal. That's for sure, so... Yeah, that's the only time I miss my training. Otherwise, yeah, training is more important than anything, guys. And if you want to be a pro, you train every day. So good luck with your training, yes. I hope to see you in the future when you're free. And Alexa, hi, welcome to stream. Alexa, welcome back. And also, love how Italy still haven't, managed to get really a shot on target here. They've had very minimal. It's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. That they haven't really managed to get a couple of shots off here. Hopefully, we're both playing the same team in the future. That would be cool. Imagine us both playing for Madrid. That would be something, That would be actually crazy. Also, getting my AC on. Estonia doing good defense, though. I got to say, wow. Very nice defense. If he stay at Madrid, definitely Ozil will have got 500-plus assists. If Ozil had stayed at Madrid, he would not be underrated. He would be good. He would be, up there with the legends, 2-0 before halftime? Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully it's 2-0 France, and then, a goal in the Italy game. Estonia close to getting a shot, maybe. Good defense from Qualifiers, and that's going to be cleared away. And Kone winning the ball for France. It's going to be Doué. I think that might be an offside, but the referee hasn't called it. Doué gives a cross in. Now it's to Orlis. Now it's again to... Who was that? I think that was Upamecano. Now Barcola. And don't forget you when you get selected by Ajax and go big time. Yeah, exactly. Don't forget all of us. We're all going to go pro, Sherry's going to Ajax. I'm going to go to, Real Madrid, Al Nassr as well. All the teams. And Van Basten retired at 28 with Euro, 3 Champions League, 3 Ballon d'Ors, and also with a hat-trick in Euro final. Also, he played for AC Milan, one of the toughest leagues. Yeah, Van Basten, the most underrated player of all time by far. Not even a comp with that. I feel like Van Basten, if he played, to max age, 36, no injuries, he would have reached GOAT status. He would have been up there with a GOAT status. He would be talked about today, as one of the players of all time. So unfortunate for him. Rest in, peace for his leg injury. And your coach told you you'll be the next Kroos because you got 4 assists in your last match. Wow. Wow. That is very impressive. 4 assists in the last match. That is actually crazy good. Alexa, well done. Yeah, you guys are all going pro. Everyone that watches the streams right now is going pro. Smash like if you want to go pro. And I love Madrid. Exactly, Poppy. W's Madrid. Hard up for Madrid right now. I can't wait for the next matches. I was actually sad that the league started, right? They started Saudi Pro League, the La Liga, Prem, instantly international break, bro. Instantly. Like, not even a weekend. It's... I always hate the start of the season just because of that, because it's, like, so international breaky and, chopped up football. But, again, is what it is. It's we have to deal with the international break. Sometimes international games are great. World Cup, Euros, Nations League, but the friendlies, the qualifiers aren't always the best of games, Also, as well, hope you guys like the thumbnail as well. I custom made the thumbnail myself. I thought I'll do these for all the World Cup games as well, like this sort of thumbnail. Specifically the Portugal one where it has the badge as well. I'll do them for all of the World Cup games in 2026 when we watch those as well. Hopefully, in the stadium live. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I hopefully get it done. Greece makes it 4-0. Jeez Louise. Croatia also score against Faroe Islands. Took them a while. 1-0 there. Czechia were leading to Montenegro 1-0. I'm pretty sure that Portugal versus Czechia in their second game. Or is it? No. Do they versus Czechia or do they versus Hungary? Yeah, and I was thinking of Saudi, I think. Saudi versus Czechia, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Czechia versus Saudi. I was getting the dates confused. Who else? Senegal leading 1-0. Koulibaly scores. Must have been from a corner. So, yeah, Koulibaly scores for Senegal in their game. 14th minute. And have I checked out the Euro basketball games? I have not checked out the basketball games yet. Will be on my list because I remember someone telling me during the Club World Cup to watch basketball games. And I haven't yet. And, I would love to. I'd love to. I mean, I don't personally play basketball. I've got a basketball hoop, but I don't play it. And I used to play at school, but I don't really anymore. I'm a football guy. And also, what else? You hope you'll play for a big club one day like Madrid. Yeah. Always keep your memory on hype, Always keep your memory on a fixed goal. You'll make the goal if you have the goal, My goal, for example, is to get this channel good. Stay determined. Every day, do stuff. Every single day, commit, and you should get there in the end. Nice ball won there by Kone. It's going to be a throw-in for France. Spain was knocked out of the group stage for the first time since 1979. Oh, wow. That is a bit of lore right there I did not know about. So is this like the Euros? So is it like the Euros, but it's basketball? Also, good shot by Barcola, deflected away by... Who was that in the defense? I don't know. I think it was Zambarani, if I'm correct. He's the right centre-back. It's now going to be with Kone again, trying to cross into Elise, and it's headed away by Zinchenko. Yeah, wow. Knocked out since 1970. That was like 50 years? Jeez. Basketball lore goes crazy. I didn't even know basketball, was a full-played sport back then, I thought, honestly, that basketball was like... I know the NBA was around for a long time, but I feel like that... I always thought that basketball was like sort of unprofessional everywhere else. Just, they just do anything. And then only recently, like in the 1990s, they brought the basketball in, Europe and stuff like a professional league. But wow, did not know that. That is lore to myself. Not uneducated, just because I don't follow the sport. Honestly, didn't know. Watching Luka Giannis and Jokic play is a big difference. Shows how much defense they play in Europe as opposed to the NBA. Yeah, definitely. I would agree if I knew what I was talking about. But yeah, sure. I need to watch a couple of games. I need to. I feel like I'm talking about something I don't know. And I would imagine in NBA, they play very attacking. I feel like. I would imagine, just because I see a lot of high score lines in that, the NBA, whereas in the European games, I have seen a couple like Real Madrid basketball team. I do follow them. And I saw that they sort of don't always have the highest of score lines, so that's kind of an interesting takeaway. What happens if Italy draws? They're absolutely cooked. Yeah, they're cooked. If Italy draws, they're cooked. They need to win. It's not even a decision now. If they draw, they're finished. Switzerland 3-0 Kosovo as well. France hoping to be qualified. They're going to be qualified, no doubt. There's no doubt France is not qualified. Look at their group. France, Azerbaijan, Iceland, Ukraine. Like, are we for real? We're going to, France is going to get qualified. No doubt in my mind. If Didier Deschamps doesn't mess up. That's for sure. They should absolutely flame roast Azerbaijan and Iceland, but this team's probably the hardest in the group, Ukraine. I feel like they're probably the most developed of teams. Iceland's got a pretty good setup as well. Don't know about Azerbaijan. Don't know too many players from their team. Is Retegui playing? Yeah, Retegui's playing. Honestly, I really like Retegui. I think he is a great addition to Kotsia. I think he needs to mold into the Kotsia team. But honestly, Retegui is such a good player. In terms of, positioning. He scored for, Kotsia on their first game. I'm actually going to go as well, guys, by the way. Just thoughts on Saudi Pro League. When it returns on Friday this week, I think, I'm going to watch Al Ettifaq versus Al Ahly in their stadium live, Ettifaq Stadium live. So I'll be there. Make sure if you're watching that game to look out for me on the TV. I'll be visible because where I sit in the Ettifaq Stadium, there isn't many people there. It's like basically an empty bleacher. So I'll be visible on the TV. I'll wave to the cameras. So make sure to look out for me. Here's a chance from Mbappe. And it's just deflected away. It is going to be a corner. How did he not score that? Embarrassing. NBA has become playground basketball, just shooting. It's like watching Ligue 1 and seeing PSG scoring everyone by double digits. Oh, okay, so that's what the NBA is. Wow. Yeah. I feel like, as well, like, some of the leagues in, like, USA, very hyped up. I don't know. I just feel like some of them are super, super hyped up, like saying world's best, this is the best league of the world series, stuff like that. I mean, how do we actually know? Just a thought. But yeah, Italy still 0-0 at the 40th minute. This is an embarrassment, to be honest. It's actually kind of embarrassing as well. France hasn't scored a second. They really should be. They've been dominating. Israel makes it 2-0 against Moldova. Okay. Yeah, 2-0 Israel. I don't have their national team on here currently. Let me see. Just scroll down the scoreline. Bosnia and Herzegovina U21's playing as well. Indonesia beat Chinese Taipei 6-0. Australia beat New Zealand 1-0. That's a derby that I can't decide on. Yeah, Israel, Moldova 2-0. Italy, Estonia 0-0. Ukraine, France 1-0 France. Iceland, Azerbaijan 0-0. Denmark, Scotland 0-0. Greece, Belarus 4-0. Switzerland, Kosovo 3-0. Sweden, Slovenia 1-0. And the scorer for Sweden was Alanga. Sweden, very strong team, by the way. Slovenia also pretty strong. Of course, they were in the Euros. That Euros team where Ronaldo missed the pen against Oblak. I think it was saved, right? Oblak saved the pen. And then, of course, we came back with the Diogo Costa clutch up in the pen shootout. And all our guys clutched up in that. Honestly, I feel like Portugal, if João Felix stays on current form, right, we'll see him in the Portugal game that's coming up, right? The Portugal game coming up against Armenia tomorrow. He'll play. João Felix, I'm pretty sure. If we see him on form there, wow, we will dominate. Portugal will dominate if he is cracked like he was in the opening Saudi Pro League game against Tawoon. Pogba comeback will be greater than the last. No. Giroud and Griezmann were legendary players. Yeah, Griezmann was something else as well. I'm surprised Griezmann hasn't continued with the national team, especially being the only real natural striker that I could, really think would continue with them. Giroud's a bit too old. Of course, Giroud actually scored for Lille on his debut. I'm pretty sure he scored a goal to win them the game. But Griezmann, I really did think would continue for the World Cup. And I'm surprised he hasn't. And I think it's actually a bad idea that they haven't let him continue, or he's, I feel like he's really sort of kind of let down France in the sense that he's not continuing because he's such a good player, very reliable striker. He doesn't have to do much. He can sort of play like the Ronaldo of the team where he has positioning technique, he has finishing technique. He doesn't have to sprint down the whole field. I mean, Ronaldo does anyway, but, he doesn't have to. He can sort of just stay up the field most of the time, receive the ball in the box, be clinical, and finish. That's where I think Griezmann should have stayed, to be honest. I do think it would have been a better chance. And you don't think 2-0 is possible in the first half? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be possible here before halftime. Especially Ukraine playing very defensively. They're playing one up front and they're playing like 5 at the back. So, yeah, definitely a very defensive gameplay from Ukraine here as well. And Deschamps sucks. France could have beaten Argentina if it wasn't for him and his dumb tactics. Also the fact that they had food poisoning the French national team, half of their team anyway. So, if they hadn't had illness, then they would have been able to beat, Argentina. I also feel like as well that France could have won if the rest of the team, yeah, like you said, Deschamps had locked in a little bit earlier. I feel like he locked in the second half a little bit. But, especially that extra time. To me, the extra time was a little bit embarrassing. But the fact is that France were AFK for the first half. I mean, they had, very unlucky decisions. Di Maria. Let's not get into that, though. But, yeah. I feel like that if they had have been more focused in the first half to attack, they would have easily won. It wouldn't have been, really that much of a struggle to even get to the pen shootout. It would have been, 4-2. I do think it would have been a higher score for France because France's team on paper is better. It's not even a real sort of thought as well. Kanté was missing from that as well. Is Kanté on the bench here for France? No, he's not. Interesting decision. Very interesting decision. I would have kept Kanté. Putting Dembele on Di Maria was idiotic. Yeah. Also, the fact that Di Maria, respect to him, in international matches, that guy's just annoys me. I don't know. I respect to Di Maria, like everywhere else. Very underrated player. I loved him when he was, I feel like he's one of the Argentinians, that people say, most Argentinians hate CR7, but I feel like he doesn't. He really does have an appreciation for CR7. He appreciates Messi, CR7. But in the national games, when I watched him in that final, bro really just ignited something in my mind. Like, I'm not even joking. There was something about him. Like, I don't know if it was the dive, the fact that he dove and the ref gave him the pen, or it's the fact that, I don't know. There was something. Something was there. I don't know if any of you guys agree. Probably not. But, yeah, there's something there in that final game. I don't really care now, though. But, yeah. What else did I miss? You hope Mbappe scores? I hope so, too. We need Mbappe on the score sheet. Top scorer this year, Mbappe. You're going to be it. Either you or Kane or Gyökeres or Ronaldo. Spending too much time with Aguero and Messi does that to you? Exactly. He was probably, I feel like when he's not on the Argentina team, he's fine. And then he goes to that team. And after a couple of days of being with them, it just starts, going in and it's like processing inside. Italy, Estonia is still continuing, though. That's why I've got the timer playing here. Just by the way, guys. The France-Ukraine game has paused for halftime. But that timer is for Italy, Estonia. Okay? Just to let you guys know. And currently, Retegui just missed another chance there. I think that Maradona is overrated. He choked on Coco and caught lacking in between. Yeah. I get what you're saying. I feel like I do agree. And I'm not joking either. I feel like that he's a great player, but he is severely, he's got the case of overratedness. And it's pretty evident as well. Just the fact in I personally, I don't rate someone who cheats. I don't rate people who cheat. In a game, you have to play fairly, like, be fair. There shouldn't be a time to cheat in a game of football, like, even if it's on the national stage, even if you're going to win the World Cup, don't cheat. It doesn't show who deserves it. And hi, CDF, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing good. Isn't Retegui in the SPL? Yes, he is. He plays for Al Qadsiya. He replaced Aubameyang. issue with Maradona is the hand of God. I feel like if he never won that World Cup, he would not have been in the GOAT conversation. Also, the fact that if you didn't know, he drugged, I don't know what team it was when Argentina was playing a team in that World Cup, the same one. He drugged one of the group stage teams with elephant tranquilizer in their water, and it caused them to play severely bad, which gave them a free win, Argentina, basically. So it wasn't just one incidence of occurrence as well. It was multiple incidences of that sort of stuff happening. And yeah, he plays for Al Qudsiya. This is halftime now, guys. I'm going to get a drink of water. I'll be back, and then we'll go and read the stats for this half. But yeah, currently, Maradona's not even in the GOAT debate. I mean, yeah, it really is just between Ronaldo and Messi. And then Pele, you can put him in there as well. But yeah, I'm going to get some water. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, and we'll read the stats there. Thank you so much, guys, and be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Just had my water. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, let's go on to the live scene here. So hope you guys are good. And yeah. So I asked the question, what would you predict for Ronaldo if he never got his knee injury and stayed in the 2008 style of gameplay? Let's see if I saw something. Watch Messi, he fumbles a lot of dribbles, and Ronaldo as well. I mean, yeah, a lot of players fumble dribbles, I guess. But yeah, if you guys answer that question, I would love to see your guys' thoughts. Personally, I feel like Ronaldo in 2008 form throughout the rest of his career, he would have double stats. I'm not even joking. Genuinely, that guy, 2008 Ronaldo, was cracked. But on the other hand, he might have not had the similar longevity, I feel like. Because I feel like Ronaldo's longevity relies on him sort of adapting, and he adapted first time ever when he got that knee injury. And he had those sort of injury problems, that injury series. I feel like that's why he sort of adapted. And definitely I feel like, when he became that sort of striker positions, the next time you saw he adapted from the, left wing to striker. And then he became really, in my opinion, just the most adaptive, most position-based player, I feel like, in the world. And he really can just go anywhere, and he really can do anything that the coach asks him to do. I think he would have just been a little better. He did superb even after injury. I mean, yeah, true, exactly. And thank you so much for watching, Brishan, as well. Hope you have a nice rest of your sleep. 2014, Ronaldo scored in like every UCL match he played in. Exactly. That's the type of level he was in. And, he's still doing that now. He's still doing the similar sort of... He's not on the level, but he's still doing it, Messi without hormones would not have been... Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess you can say that. Yeah, sure. We can have a look at the stats here. Ukraine versus France. So in terms of stats, Ukraine had 38% ball possession. France had 62% ball possession. And Ukraine had 0.02 expected goals, 1 total shot in the whole game. France had 0.89 expected goals, total shots 9, 3 on target, 1 big chance. By the way, Ukraine's shot was not on target. Ukraine, 165 accurate passes, 85% accuracy. France, 304 accurate passes, 91% accuracy. 7 fouls for Ukraine, 3 for France. 1 offside for Ukraine, 0 for France. 2 corners for Ukraine, and 3 for France. So there's those stats. Now for the Italy versus Estonia matches stats, if we take a look here. By the way, I'm so hyped for the Portugal match tomorrow. I actually can't wait. 73% Italy ball possession, and then we have 1.32 expected goals from Italy, 17 total shots, 4 on target. That's a very bad return ratio there for shots and on target shots. That's actually not great from Italy. 3 big chances missed, 318 accurate passes from Italy, 90% ball accurate. 318 accurate passes, 90% accuracy, if I can read properly. 3 fouls committed, 0 offsides, and 6 corners. For Estonia, 0 shots on target, 0 big chances missed, 94 passes, 75% accuracy, 6 fouls, 3 corners, 0 offsides. Yeah, Estonia is insanely, just not doing the best in terms of attack, but they're holding on. They are holding on. That's the thing to, think about, that they can actually hold on to this Italian national team side. Also, did I see the game you were referring to the other day? No, I have not. Let's go take a look at it right now. Okay. Okay, I see it. What exactly is this about here? So it's a horror game. Okay. Images. Oh, it's like a Mickey Mouse horror game. Oh, it's actually, it's on Roblox too. Okay. Yeah, I guess we can try that out. Not today because I'm doing the Undertale ones, but yeah, I guess so. So a Mickey Mouse horror game. Interesting choice there. Yeah, it's in black and white. Yeah, it's got like the cartoon, the OG Mickey Mouse. Yeah, it's got that style, right? Also, let me also get this timer up to the correct time, 45 minutes, so we can start the next half. There we go. 45 minutes. Can I actually get this Italy timer to work, or is this just going to be glitch forever? Like, I don't even know. It's kind of annoying. Let's go and see show timer. Length of timer is 90 minutes. Let's see if we can get this working. Nah, it's completely bugged. Okay. Let's just ignore it then. Sure. Love when the timer's bugged. That's actually the first time ever, by the way, that I've ever had the scoreboard being bugged before. But yeah, love that. Good job. Well, use keepthescore.com. By the way, if you guys want a scoreboard, use keepthescore.com. I mean, not even sponsored, just the fact that I like them. But yeah. Let's have a look at Ukraine's lineup here. Matviyenko has the highest rating of 7.2, by the way. For France, the highest rating is a 7.7, Olise. The rest of Ukraine's lineup does not even breach the 7. They're all 6s and 5s. Dovbyk has the lowest rating. I feel like as well for Ukraine, they need to put more attack on. They haven't really put a pedal onto the metal yet. They're sort of just defending a lot. And let's see this. What's been going on with Roblox and all the controversy you're seeing on YouTube? No idea, and I don't really want to be involved if there's controversy. I just want to play the games that you guys recommend. That's it. I couldn't care less what the controversy is, as long as I'm doing my private servers and not in a public lobby or something. We should be all good. And if the game gets shut down, like, I don't even know if it is going to be or what's happening with that. If it is, I'll just, do something else because I'll just use what I'm doing. If that makes sense, just keep doing what I'm doing. And what else? Guys, what do you think of people who are saying Messi will not play in the World Cup? Like, do you think it's true or is it just lies? I think that Messi not playing in the next World Cup might be true. It might be. And that's because of the fact that they're just trying to create controversies for Roblox. Yeah, I think so. But in terms of the Messi thing, I think that might be true just because of the fact he played his final game ever in Argentinian soil. And that is somewhere that he said he always dreamed of ending his career, like his national team career on Argentinian soil. And I don't think he wants to continue it further because then that means he's going to have to, play in USA and not end his career in Argentinian national team soil, So on an official match, not just a friendly as well. So I do think that is a true theory that's possibly going to happen, especially since Messi said it himself. And it's not someone making it up. But yeah. And you like how defense and attacking Koundé is? Yeah, that's someone that, really, we kind of need Trent to be in, Real Madrid. And Koundé does good for the national team, and he also does it for Barcelona brilliantly. That attacking run, he does, where he brings up the ball up the field. He overlaps, he also helps out in terms of, especially since Doué's not the strongest of players. So when they're tracking back on the sort of defensive runs, Koundé can sort of intercept easier than Doué might do so on that right-hand side. And the match for France versus Ukraine is going to resume any second now. And it will do so in 3, 2, 1 with Ukraine taking the kickoff as well. Let me just wait for this. Are they going to kick off? Come on, Sudakov. And you kicked us off there. So it looks like that Sudakov will be taking the kickoff. I do think that Dovbyk is still on. No substitutions occurred there. Spain or France will win the World Cup. Their teams are fire. You're forgetting Portugal. Portugal's going to win it. I have a feeling CR7's going to win, I feel like this year or, this season is the season. For the club and for the country, this season is the season. I just have a good feeling. Off the back of the Nations League as well, defeating the strongest team, arguably Spain. I think Spain's stronger than Argentina. I think they're stronger than France currently. And yeah, Portugal defeated them easily as well. It wasn't easily, but it was the fact that they sort of pocketed their attack, really. It was not the best of attacks from Spain. You saw what they did to France. They really dismantled them. But Portugal did a nice little job of defending that. And they did really well, I think, as well. You think Ronaldo can play for like 5 to 6 more years, maybe 7 to 8 if he stretches it, but most likely he'll retire after 2027, especially if he wins the World Cup. If he wins the World Cup, I guarantee you, after the 2 years of Al Nassr contract's up, then he's retired if he wins the World Cup. But if not, I think he'll play until 2030-ish, maybe. I know he says it just depends on how long his legs are going for, but there was an interview with Nani, right? And Nani was saying that Ronaldo would play 2030 World Cup on Portugal home soil. He would. It's something that he would like to do and something that, Nani thinks that he will do. And Nani, of course, is friends with Ronaldo in real life, so it's not like it's coming from false information here. And hi, Patrick. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. And hi, Usama. You like your live streams? You'd be interested in discussing a possible collaboration with you to promote your website with fair compensation. If you'd be open to share more details. Yeah. Go ahead and add me on the Discord, Osama, if you want. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, by the way. I've got Discord in the description. Also got an Instagram in the channel description as well, so you can private message me on either one of those, and yeah, we should be good to discuss. No problem. No problem. He'll complete 1,000 goal mark and retire. Yeah, the 1,000 goals will be a big achievement as well for CR7. Portugal is stacked, man. They have Vitinha, Neves, Bruno, Nuno Mendes, and the OG GOAT. Yeah, exactly. OG GOAT leading the future. Like, who would have thought that something as well? You know, if you went and saw 2008 Ronaldo, right? And you knew about the football longevity back then. You knew about how long players lasted for, averaging 35, 34. And you said to them, Ronaldo would still be playing in 2026, 2027 as well. And he would be leading a new generation of Portuguese talent as still the main player on the team, basically. He's still one of the main players on the team. Goncalo Ramos isn't going to replace him anytime soon, let's be for real. So, yeah, that would be insane. And Liverpool got a new player? Yeah, Isak. Isak in Liverpool. W's to all Liverpool fans for pulling off the Isak deal. I feel like kind of disrespect to Guehi because he was actually being all nice about wanting to go to Liverpool as well. And then Isak was being, very intolerant of Newcastle. And Isak got the move. Guehi got the move denied. So, yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to be the bad guy to get what you want. But usually it should be the nice guy. But, yeah, I mean, poor Guehi. Ronaldo might win the Super Ballon d'Or, no doubt. If he wins World Cup and he's the main player in the World Cup, there's no doubt. I don't think that, to be honest, I mean, it's run by the same, France football, so they're most likely going to pick Messi. But I feel like that if he wins the World Cup, he wins the Ballon d'Or that season for the best World Cup performance, gets the MVP of the tournament, and the gold medal. I do think that he will be in contention for sure. It'll be very strong contention as well, because he did it later in his career, gets the MVP of the tournament as well. 1,000 goals, top goal scorer of all time. Most goals in the Champions League ever, most Champions Leagues, up there with one of the most Champions Leagues, not the most, but, up there as well. It definitely is a very good argument for him to get it. Not the most Ballon d'Ors, but again, there's so many other awards that he has. And I feel like some of those are Ballon d'Ors again. I just feel some of them were not the most equality, decisions there. Equal decisions, should I say. So someone dead on the floor there for Ukraine. There's literally someone lying down. Referee pausing the game finally. Took him about 20 minutes there. It looks like that. Who is that? Who is dead there? It's Husuliak on the ground. Would love CR7 to end his career with 1,000 goals in a World Cup. Imagine the 1,000th goal in the World Cup final. Man, that would be so good. I mean, he has to start picking up the pace of scoring, though, but that would be insane. 1,000th goal in the World Cup final, MVP award at the end of the game. World Cup final brace or something, 999th and 1,000th goal there. Both of them infield goals as well, not penalty. It really would be insane. Looks like as well that there might be a penalty decision here for Estonia or Italy. Yes, there's going to be a penalty for Italy. Wow. Sue forever. Guys like the stream, if you're a Ronaldo fan, send to a friend. Yeah, exactly. Do exactly what Alexa said there. Sue. Let's go. So yeah, penalty for Italy here. It looks like that maybe Retegui will take. I don't know. It's either Retegui or Barella. No real, can't really decipher that. Oh, it might be offside. I think it's offside. Yeah, it's offside. Okay. Penalty offside. Unfortunate there for Italy because there was a clear handball. And did I view Lurax? Not yet, because I had to go and do something in halftime. I had to go off, but I can do it right now. No, I did not forget. I'll do it right now for you guys. You and Lurax. Let's go onto the channel. I actually had to do something at halftime. I'm not joking. Okay, let's go on to... Wow, you got... There's a 32k view on there for Lorax as well? Wow. Wow, that's... So which one do you want me to view? Young Ronaldo. Okay. Let's try and find it. I need to find this one. I'll search it by popularity. 171k views, right? That one. Okay, here we go. Let's look at it. Nothing's happening in these matches, by the way, so I guess we can look at this one. Share screen. Source. This one here. Yep. Okay, should be good. There we go. Here we go. Let's have a look at it. There. Can you see the whole thing? I don't know if you can. Maybe wait a second, I got a better idea. There we go. Is that better? Goated edit, by the way. Goated edit. Love that pen as well. Knocking out... You knocked out England there, right? I think that was knocking out England. Or was that knocking out who? To qualify for the World Cup. Yeah, beautiful shot there. Top bins. World Cup qualifier. That's what it's all about, you know. Love that. And there might be a goal from Mbappe, you're saying? Let's have a look here. Let's get back onto the games. W edit. Tell Lurax that's a W edit. Maximum edits, by the way. That is a really good one. I like that. Again, go get a like on that one there. There we go. Amazing views as well. What a view count for that edit. That's actually insane. And hi, Nots the chat. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Just saw your comment then. Just turn my air conditioning on. I'm so hot, guys. Oh, my goodness. There's a foul there on France. It's going to be played on by the referee, I guess. It's just, they don't care. There's also a foul on Retegui, but he just takes a shot anyway. I mean, I really think Retegui should have played for the foul there. I don't know why he didn't in the Italy game. Mbappe next France, Ronaldo. Mbappe already becoming, you know, the next Ronaldo. Like, he's got a long way to go, but yeah, he is, you know, France has their superstar. He's, you know, Mbappe's the Ronaldo of France, for sure. No doubt. And this is now going to be with Olise. And now it's going to be with Kone. And out on the left side, there is a open chance here. Possibly cross going to Mbappe. Just misses. And a fired shot by Olise. And just goes wide. Who the heck did that cross? Barcola. I keep forgetting Barcola's actually playing. May destiny grant him World Cup glory, whereby he attains the exalted milestone of 1,000 goals, immortalizing his name forevermore. Rate the poetry out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And you're playing Deltarune, and you can't even beat the Shadow Mantle. It beat you 7-0. Sheesh. Oh, my goodness. Wait, you mean, like, oh, you're beating the Shadow Mantle boss? I thought you meant beating the Knight without the Shadow Mantle. What the heck? Oh, not the chap. You fell off. You actually fell off. My goodness. Jeez, what the heck is that fall off right there? Nice save by the Estonia keeper as well to keep Estonia drawn up with Italy. Good volley in the end as well by, I think that was... Who did that volley for Italy? Oh, I know his name. I just can't remember off the top of my head. Tonali, yeah, Tonali did that. Also, 2-0 for Senegal. Sarr scored. Mane hasn't scored yet. Did Mane get an assist yet? I don't know. Unfortunately, we can't see assists on FootMob for the Senegal game. So I can't tell you if Mane got an assist yet. Someone let me know if Mane got an assist. The Shadow Mantle boss, yeah, that's an absolute loss there. You are absolutely washed, not the chap. Yes, today France beat Ukraine. Exactly, France will beat Ukraine today, supposedly, currently on the score. You know, I have confidence in France, you know, getting the dub here. It's not really going to be a hard challenge. Definitely Ukraine's getting more possession this half, but yeah, it's not going to be as much as France's still throughout the whole game. You think Italy will be likely to score 1 goal? I don't know. Italy is not looking the best. I mean, their attack's good. Estonia hasn't really shot at all, but, you know, I feel like that Italy's just not hitting the target. They're not. Again, something is wrong with this team cam or something. Very close to a goal, by the way, for Italy in terms of the cross there. The Estonia keeper, again, having to make a save. Crucial. You're sorry you fell off? Nah, that's your own fault to, cry about. You fell off. Rest in peace. I'm better than you now at Deltarune. Yamal is too much ego? Yeah, I agree. Alexa, I agree. For sure. Yamal was good in the Euros. I liked him in the Euros because he didn't yap. I used to like Yamal so much in the Euros when he didn't yap. I think Nico Williams is what Yamal's attitude should have been like. Nico Williams. He had that in the Euros, but he then lost it. And now he's the biggest yapper of all time, I swear. Who do I think will win the Ballon d'Or this season? Who do I hope? Nuno Mendes. Who do I think? Dembele. Did I play Amanda? That horror game, did I play? Let me check. Horror. Okay. Amanda the Adventurer. No, I have not played it, but I've watched it. And that game is creepy as heck. If I can remember from... Who was it? It was Game Theory that did the theory on it or something? I watched their video. Matt Pat's video on that. Yeah, that game supposedly is actually pretty creepy. You are trained to beat every boss, no hit. Start somewhere, first you have to not become washed. Not so chap, First, don't be washed, and then you can do that sort of stuff. Just a foul here on one of Ukraine's players, Sudakov. Fouled in the build-up to an attack for France. Let's see. Yeah, it's a foul by Tchouameni. Clear foul. Can't be doing that rash decision-making, Tchouameni, if you want to, win a World Cup. Digne is not the best left-back currently. I don't know why they didn't play Theo Hernandez. A bit of a weird decision there. And he's on the bench. Don't know why he's not a starter when, just because he went to Al Hilal doesn't mean he lost all of his quality. I mean, watching SPL, he's actually, if anything, performing for Al Hilal. So, surprised by that decision there. Digne, I don't think is better than Theo. Gonna be real. I think Theo's always puts up a good performance, I feel like. And that is going to be a throw-in here for Ukraine. Just hit out by Digne, speaking of him. You mean every boss no hit is just muscle memory? Yeah, I guess so. You just have to remember the patterns and stuff. And then get lucky as well with some of the chance chance things. There's a goal by Italy as well. They have scored. It is 1-0. Italy just scored. 1-0 right there. Italy 1-0, Estonia 0. I don't know why I just said Italy 1-0, Estonia 0. Italy 1, Estonia 0. Let's see. So it's a cross in into the box there by DiMarco, and then there's a little bit of a it's a scorpion by Retegui, and then Moises Kean does the finish. What the chance created there by Retegui? Oh my goodness, does a scorpion pass over to Moises Kean? Jeez, that is a good pass. Wow, Retegui is really... Kudsia got an absolute flame. They got a flame. Not even joking. Yeah, and you told me exactly, Poppy. Proven wrong once again. Great. Yeah, so 1-0 for Italy. Yeah, you just came back, Michael. You got the luck there. Also, good defending there from Estonia to prevent the 2-0. Moises Kean missed an open chance. Hits where the post and the crossbar combine. I don't know what's called, the corner. I guess what would you call that part? The tip of the post. Oh, he just hits the post. I thought he hit that corner section. Yeah, Retegui's good. No, I know. I love Retegui. He's one of my favorite strikers. That's why I don't hate on him when he plays for Kotsia, I love Retegui. I love Retegui. He is fire. He just needs time to settle into Kotsia, Always need time in a new club. When I go to Kotsia Stadium to watch their matches live for, I don't know who they're going to play next at their home, but I will try and get Retegui to sign my shirt, okay? Try and do it, and I'll get a video of him or something. There's a Kotsia, you can actually get the Kotsia season ticket, the members ticket, sorry, and with the members pass, it costs 5,000 reals, local currency. It's like $2,000, $1,850. And basically what it lets you do is have a video call with a player of your choice, have a meal with the entire team, including the backroom staff, the coach, the manager, the team, the players, first team, second team, you get to have a dinner with them. You get to travel in their bus for one match as well. You get to walk out. One of your kids gets to walk out with the players. Highly valuable, by the way. I don't know why it's only, 1,800. You get to meet Retegui and Nacho and all that sort of stuff. Insane. And, I did not see your post there, Kazuma. Obi Mikel's statement on Toni Kroos. He was just another midfielder. You're a better player than him. Only reason he gets hype is because he played for Madrid. Absolutely false. Can these guys, right, who stop, these guys that are jealous of Madrid players, stop yapping about them? I swear that's the only reason they do this. They're jealous of Madrid players, so they go and yap about it. It's like, any past player from like 20 years ago brings up Ronaldo, says bags him or something, and then it's like, come on, what are you bagging him for? He's like still playing and he's, the same age as you. Like, let's be for real. Just because your career didn't turn out doesn't mean you need a bag on everyone else. Like, no hate on Obi Mikel. I obviously know he's, a good player, but definitely you don't need a bag on another player to say you're better. Prove it on the field. Prove it. Played for Chelsea in Nigeria. Yeah, he's definitely one of Nigeria's all-timers, for sure. But the thing is, though, is that he can't go and then bag another player. Like, come on. The fact is, well, I had a lot of respect for him too. And I didn't know he actually ever said that. So, yeah. Barella, good passing, trying to find Retegui again. It's going to be cleared away. Italy finally building up some momentum here. Maybe they can actually get to the World Cup if they start locking in. DiMarco, deep cross. And it's cleared away. It's going to be a throw in here for Italy. You're going to retry the Shadow Mantle. Good luck, Notsa Chap. Hopefully you're not washed anymore after having a good conversation here. And Estonia are trying to play possession at the back. Ukraine trying to find a chance to shoot. Dovbik passes in. There's a little chop shot. And Ukraine might score. And it's cleared off the line by Upamecano. No goal line technology is called that as in. The Ukrainian fans are saying that ball went straight into the net. But it's going to be played on. Jeepers, that was close for France. Don't know how it almost became 1-1 there, but they are so lucky. And again, this is Deschamps' ball. This is why Deschamps, get out of the national team. Get out of the national team, This is why you can't have guys in the national team that play like this. That it was a problem with Southgate in England. Same problem here with France and Deschamps. He was good in the one World Cup 2018. He was good leading up to 2022 World Cup. He was good in the 2022 World Cup up until, the later stages of the tournament. And then, it's just all falling apart, really. Good cross by Zinchenko there as well. Nice little header by Dovbik. It is cleared off the line. Nice and clearly shown there. Yeah, it did not fully go in. And they should at least qualify for the World Cup. Italy, yeah, they should be. They should be. They didn't even play the same position, so that makes the statement even worse. Yeah, it does. That makes the statement way worse, actually. Now, thinking about it more. It's like, why is Obi Mikel even saying that? Like, come on, we don't need that sort of stuff. And Ukraine hit the inner bar. The ball is cleared off the line for a second time. They are getting so unlucky here. Header cleared off the line, and then it hits the inner post, and then it bounces out. Ukraine should have been 2-1. Now, I'm not even joking. Based on those two chances, I don't know if you guys saw them, should have been 2-1. Oh my god, they are so unlucky here, Ukraine. They could have been leading. They could have actually been leading to France, but, they're just so unlucky. France is lucky here, and they'll still, say Deschamps will say it as a good game. I feel like Deschamps is the kind of manager that's similar to Pioli, where after the performance of like 1-0 and almost conceding about 7 goals, they'll say, good game. We played very good. Very, very unlucky here from Ukraine. And you died at phase 2. Bad friend spawn. Yeah, that was a bad RNG there. You can't blame yourself being washed there, can you? Not the chap. Sorry, your Wi-Fi has bad connection, so you'll be here and not here at the same time. No problem, Alexa. No problem. And possible cut in here from Ukraine. Nice catch by Magnon. Don't know where Magnon is in, by the way, in all of this sort of gameplay here. He's sort of just absent from the field. genuinely, not even capping as well, because the fact is he does a diving save and then sort of just sits on the ground there as the rest of the team does the defensive work. Like, get up, you save, and you get back up immediately. You don't stay on the ground. You got bad RNG again? No friend drop candy. Nah. Maybe you're definitely... Yeah, I'm feeling like you're washed more so. Ukrainian fans are getting a little bit hopeful here that maybe they can get a draw out of this one. I mean, a draw, of course, would put Ukraine at 1 point, along with France at 1 point. Iceland would be winning the group with the 3 points, right? You need to win this group. If you win the group, you get guaranteed qualification. That's why Portugal needs to win their group, so they don't have to play extra games. Yeah, I found that freedom he was looking for at Al Nassr, starting 11 guarantee, as well as good environment. Exactly. And everyone there in Al Nassr now under Jorge Jesus, very positive environment. And hopefully, you know, this is what the environment's like on Portugal national team now. Remember under the previous coach, right? In that 2022 World Cup, the environment was toxic. It was a very toxic environment. You know, the coach thought, well, Goncalo Ramos, he played well against Switzerland, so that means he's going to play well against every single team on the World Cup. So he goes and plays that instead of, you know, literally the best goal scorer of all time. Like, I don't even know what sort of consideration that is in itself. But the new environment under Roberto Martinez, just like Jorge Jesus and Al Nassr, very calm, open. Players actually play with the team. You know, everyone's working together as one unit. No one hates on each other. And then, you know, you have to compare that to before. You know, Pioli, and then under the previous manager for Portugal, it was like that toxic environment, and it's not great. And you can see how teams change under different management. You know, Roberto Martinez might not be the best manager. You know, he might not be the best manager, but he for sure can make a positive environment out of a group of players. And that's something that, you know, even though I would love to see Jose Mourinho manage for the 2026 World Cup, because his tactics are technically better, I feel like, Roberto, you can't change something that's not broken. And, you know, this Portugal team's not broken. We have to see based on the qualification gameplay if we need to change the manager. But honestly, I feel like that, you know, it's working as it is currently. No, I don't want to see that change. Can you see the two goats together? You know you sent a picture, but you want to see it on your own eyes. Wait, what do you mean the two goats together? Wait, I sent a picture of the two goats? I did that? You mean me? Like me as the goat? Or you mean like Mane and stuff? I don't know. I don't have any picture of the two goats together. Oh, you mean when they're playing? Oh, okay, wait, I'm trying to pull out memories from ages ago. You mean when I said that they would play together in the future, right? I on a friendly. Yeah, they would. Supposedly, this is the way it's going to be. I don't know when it's going to be. There's a goal for Italy. It's 2-0. Just as I'm saying that, Retegui scores. He did a beautiful assist before. He scores now, and it's 2-0. Retegui's absolutely cracked. But yeah, based on the two goats playing together, yeah, it is still possibly going to happen. Again, it was sort of a rumor before, but I hope it is true. And it was for a retiring players match since he played with both of them, so they both played together in the same team, you know, and then the next 45 minutes, you know, he goes on the other side. That's how, you know, retiree matches work. Best example of retiree matches, Pele for Cosmos versus, I think it was Santos. It was like LA Cosmos versus Santos was like a very good retiree match because he played for both. But yeah, 2-0 for Italy. Retegui, he is absolutely cracked today. Beautiful assist before, and then he gets the goal now. So goal and assist for Retegui, and he is proving that he still has form. You know, just going to the SPL doesn't mean you lose your form. 3-0 Italy? Oh my goodness, maybe they get another goal here. I might be behind by a couple of seconds, so, you know, let's see. Let's see. Is it actually going to be 3-0 for Italy? My God, they actually might get another goal in a second. No spoilers. Yeah, 2-0 Senegal's winning. Yeah. Also, Morocco's winning 3-0 to Niger. Niger has a red card as well. So I'm going to just lock in for this Italy match because even though my score says 2-0, something, you know, I've just got this brain thought that 3-0 is going to come in, you know, the 71st minute. I don't know. I'm tapping my brain here trying to you know, propose that in my mind. Come on. Let's see. Can, you know, Italy get a 3-0 in the 71st minute? Let's see. It's going to be like the late 70th minute. And cross in, and yeah, 3-0. 3-0. Who was it that scored? I don't know who just scored there. I'm pretty sure it's, if I had to check, Raspadori. Yeah, Raspadori scored. Brilliant. I think you should always put a scoreboard when match streams. Wait, what do you mean? Like this scoreboard? I always put the scoreboard on for the match streams, you know? Always shows up. I've never not put a scoreboard for the match streams. They're always there. 3-0, Italy, brilliant. And France still fumbling against Ukraine here. I actually can't believe it. I thought that the game would be the other way around. I thought that France would be 4-0 and Italy would be 1-0 or 0-0. Jeez. Sorry if you didn't know you were that far behind. Yeah, I'm only 1 minute behind, so it's all good. 1 minute 30 behind. 2 goals fast. Exactly, I know. Crazy. You're watching on something, aren't you? Okay, I'm guessing I think I can't know what you're talking about there, but no, yeah. I'm only watching on BN Sports, guys. Only watching on BN Sports, okay? Like, yeah, let's be proper. Let's watch it on BN Sports only, or wherever you can watch the matches. Not on a dodgy website. This is now going to be with Estonia trying to clear our defense. Yeah, Italy really turned up the heat here. Ever since that first goal, they've suddenly got this passion to actually win a game for once in their lives. I don't know. You're watching on Hispanic channel here in Miami. Yeah, see? Yeah, Kazuma's watching it properly, see? Not a fake website. Not fake. Yeah, exactly. And this is now going to be Estonia maybe getting a goal back and saved by Donnarumma, and it's just missed. They say I missed an open goal, Estonia. Are they absolutely insane, bro? They missed an open goal. Okay. Okay, sure. Just don't level up the goal difference, you know, to a 2 instead of a 3 here, Estonia. I mean, it was pretty simple finish there. You know, you had a rebound off of Donnarumma. It's basically the rebound glitch in FC, you know, where the ball goes straight back to you from the keeper. You just had to tap it in, but no, you couldn't do that. You had to fire it literally so far wide. Italy round of 16, a quarterfinal World Cup. Oh, fair. That is insanely optimistic pick there. I mean, they're winning 3-0 to Estonia. I mean, you know, not the best of teams that they're winning to, but yeah, sure, maybe they can get out of the group stage. I think there's going to be a round of 32 in the next World Cup, by the way. I can't remember if I'm correct, but I'm sure there is one. There's like a round of 32, and then there's round of 16, because there's more teams in this new World Cup. But yeah, honestly, if I had to say where they were, if there's a round of 32, they'll make it through that. They'll get to round of 16 max. They're not getting past the round of 16. You know, they might have the best run of all time, but I don't think so. I think round of 16 is probably where they'll end their run. They'll get out to, you know, probably Morocco, Senegal, the types of usual World Cup contenders, you know, England, you know, France, one of these guys, Spain. I do think Senegal and Morocco also have the capacity to go far in the next World Cup. That's why I'm always mentioning them now. South Korea as well, I think, has a good chance. You know, especially there's more prolific South Korean players now, you know, as well, compared to what there was in the past. There's more of them. And that's why I feel like with football's getting stronger every day in majority of countries as well. Like, you see so many new countries just emerging with so many new talents. And that's why, you know, the World Cup will always evolve till eventually, you know, in the future, every team has a chance at the World Cup. So the qualifiers will probably become super competitive. Because, you know, you'll have teams like Estonia with a stacked squad playing against an Italy stacked squad, or Ukraine stacked squad playing against France stacked squad, you know? Because teams always get better. And you tend to watch games in your local sports bar in Spanish, which is also where the Madrid fan club meet up. Okay, W Madrid fan club, by the way. I wish, you know, there was a Madrid fan club where I live. I know a lot of Madrid fans, but there's no specific fan club. Maybe I should form one. You know, this is the fan club on the channel, you know, fan club on the channel. So, you know, everyone's a part of the Dino fan club for Madrid. But yeah, If you're ever in Miami, Dino, let me know. You can take you to watch a Madrid game with the Madrid fan club. Yes, I'd love to. I would love to, honestly. Maybe I should come before the World Cup, scout out, like, the location for the World Cup stadiums, do, like, a tour of the stadiums as well with, like, GoPro footage and all that. Go to the Madrid fan club, and then I can come back for the World Cup as well. That would be cool. That would be epic. And you're going to go to bed. Good night. Thank you, Poppy, for tuning in. And, yeah, I mean, you were sleeping, I guess, because France's performance is so boring currently. Exactly what are France doing? You thought they would win 4-0, but they're fumbling. It's the opposite here. So the Italy and France scores are switched because I jinxed it, you know? My jinx is the most powerful thing in existence. I say something's going to happen, the opposite happens, you know? That's why I don't really like to say final scores, because I feel like I'm always, you know, wrong. Except for that, if you watch the Etifac video, you know, the one I posted on the videos tab of the channel, I said 2-1 is the final score. No joke, this was during, you know, the start of the match, before the match even occurred, and it was 2-1. You know, so mastermind prediction there. Matches are kind of boring. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of just talking. I mean, Italy's matches sort of picked up the pace here. Moises Kean is fouled outside the box. Hopefully the Portugal match is going to be entertaining tomorrow. Of course, since the GOAT's playing, of course, it's going to be entertaining. Deschamps is the Diego Simeone of France. Yeah, exactly. Deschamps is the pinnacle of Southgate balls still being around in this day in the national teams. It literally is. Southgate ball just in French edition, you know, with a World Cup behind it. Am I streaming tomorrow any Roblox? I think so. After the Portugal game, I'll stream it. So I'll do the Portugal game, then I'll stream the Roblox, just like I'm doing now, where after this game I'm streaming some Roblox. But yeah, no problem as well, Michael. Come back in 6 minutes, all good. Free kick chance for Italy as well, maybe to get 4-0. But yeah, I'll stream Roblox tomorrow after the Portugal game. I'll stream Roblox today as well at 12 a.m. my time, so that's in like 40 minutes or so. Hopefully I have some time after these matches just to drink up water, set up the stream. Tonight's stream won't be that long, though. I'll try and do it a little bit shorter. Just showing Chouameni's clearance here on the replay. Fonts. What the heck is that font? I've never seen... How can you do fonts in chat? That's interesting. And it's 12:21 a.m. in your country. Wow, Poppy, you're staying up late, locking in. You're 1 hour in front of me. Wow, that is a real lock in there. Yeah, W's for locking in. Just the Estonia player getting treated here for injury. Not many Estonian fans in the crowd in Italy. Most of them just silent. I think they would have been proud of their team in the first half, you know. Especially with their performance in the first half. It was definitely good. It was a 0-0. You know, they had a lot of shots on target, but not a lot of shots on target to deal with, sorry, should I say. But, yeah, they did good defending. No attack, though. Their attack was completely dead. Gigi Buffon's also on the bench. Is Buffon assistant manager for Italy now? Where am I from? I'm from originally Australia, Poppy, and then I now live in Saudi. Been living in Saudi 9 years. That's, of course, why I got the CR7, you know, character right here. Al Nassr Ronaldo. Also wearing the Al Nassr top, too. This isn't the new one, though. This is last year's third kit. I got all three of the new ones. But they're all in the wash currently, so, you know, saving them up. Ekitike's also come on here for France. And Dembele's come on, too. Wait. What? No, Dembele's off? Okay, I'm confused. Let me check this. Wait, I need to check this. Dembele subbed on the 46th minute with, and he's been subbed off 81st minute with injury. So, yeah, Ekitike's on now. Interesting. Wow, I actually can't believe that. I can't. And this is now going to be with Ukraine and slip over from the ball. It's now going to be holding up the ball. Kanate, he just passes that out. See, this is who they were missing Kanate in the Nations League. And this is going to be Mbappe running onto the ball here, it looks like. Mbappe possibly skilling, gets the shot into goal for Kylian. Let's go. I mean, it's so simple for him. It literally is like skilling a U10 player. Also, the free kick is about to be taken for Italy. The players have been standing here for the free kick for about the last 5 minutes, but they're standing here again ready. He did the Sally again. W Sally from Killian. Did he do it again? I think so. I did it for him. He's doing a different one this time. He did this one. What are these random celebrations from Mbappe, by the way? Like, I don't actually know what this one means. What does this one mean exactly? And then what is this one like now? Someone let me know. Just not up to date with the celebrations etiquette anymore. All I know is the little brother. You know what he used to do. Guess he doesn't do that anymore. I like this. I was starting getting used to this Sally every game. You know, just keep doing that one. I guess maybe he does this now for France only, and then he just does this one for Real Madrid. Would be kind of funny if he had exclusive celebrations for each, you know, team. Mbappe is Ronaldo from France. Yeah, exactly. Mbappe is literally Ronaldo from France. Mbappe is the inheritor of Henry, you know. Henry and Zidane, you know, inherited it's literally Mbappe inheriting them. Inherits the legacy of legendary French players, you know. Hugging Thuram as well on the bench there. Buffon, head of the national team delegation. Oh, so that's why he's on the bench there. I mean, good to see, though, that finally Buffon's, you know, getting involved in the national team in terms of the, you know, selection process and stuff. I feel like that he has a lot of experience. I don't know how long he's been there for, but definitely if this is like his new stint or era in there as that position, I feel like that might improve the national team slightly. You're like 1 minute and 20 seconds ahead. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty far behind. So, yeah, just ignore that. How far behind I am. He also resigned since the board wanted Mancini over Gattuso. Oh, he almost resigned. Oh, wow. I think the Italian board's trash, I gotta say. Estonia also missing a clear open chance again. Substitution for Ukraine as well in their game against France. We're definitely going to win now, just a few minutes. Yeah, no problem for France to win now. They won't concede 2 to Ukraine. You know, Ukraine close to scoring 1 before, but they're not going to concede again. If any, goal, you know. Mbappe is Benzema, Henry, Zidane Jr. Exactly. He is literally that guy. Mbappe is that guy, honestly. I followed Mbappe for so long now. Literally, you know, he needs, I think he needs a couple of trophies behind his name, but if he gets a couple of Champions Leagues with Real, you know, and he maybe gets another World Cup in the GOAT debate for sure. And you're back, Rishan? Oh, this little bro Rishan can't sleep. I know, Rishan back. Welcome back. In time for better scores as well. 3-0 Italy and 2-0 France. This is Italy going in for an attack. Maybe another chance to a goal. It's a deep cross in. Not the best. Retegui tries the bicycle kick, but it is a failure. You're going to play Iceland 9th of September. Yeah, I think Iceland will be a walk in the park for France, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be too much of a challenge. And how did you know, little bro? You're in the bed, Rashawn. Okay, I mean, yeah, good place to watch the streams, I guess, you know. Always good to watch in the bed. Yeah. You're kind of nervous? Nah, don't be nervous for Iceland. Iceland's worse than Ukraine. Iceland is worse than Ukraine. Do I think Mbappe or Haaland will break CR7's goal record? Absolutely not. CR7 will make sure his record remains unbroken. That's literally, you know, we know how he plays. He will make sure that that record is unbroken. You know, he might go to 1,000. He might go more. Honestly, I have a feeling he'll go more just to make sure it's unbroken, you know. What is that emoji, this one? Like, with the teeth as well. That is a goofy-looking emoji. I had such a hard delegation about going to watch the Portugal match tomorrow. It wasn't, like, too hard, but because I'm doing it anyway. But, you know, because my football training's tomorrow, and I was so badly wanting to play because we're doing a match tomorrow. Like, not a match against a club. It's like an in-club friendly. Just our club v club. But, yeah, I want to go so bad, but I'm going to watch the Portugal match instead. But, yeah, I mean, sacrifices have to be made. And Portugal is a more important thing for me than, you know, doing one friendly match, you know. But I'm going to probably train some football the day after by myself and my brother. Just, outside or something. Few minutes left now, exactly. And it's time to go. Okay, Rishan, have a nice sleep in your bed. How do you... Exactly, like, are you watching like this, right? So you got your phone. You're watching it like this. And then you just go... When you want to sleep, you just go like that. And then just go like that, right? Just sleep. That's nice and easy, way to sleep. Suggestible. Raspadori, the target man for this Italian corner. 5 minutes left in the Italy game. 5 minutes left in the France-Ukraine game. And it's punched away by Estonia's goalkeeper. Easy peasy, exactly. What the heck is that volcano? Why are there so many random emojis I've, like, never seen before, by the way? Smash like for random emojis. Yeah, do that. The Estonia coach does not look happy, by the way, the performance. I think it's because they fumbled after that halftime team talk. I think it's more on the coach to blame, I think, because, like, how do you go from halftime drawing drawing 0-0, and then you go to a 3-0? Like, it doesn't really make sense to me. I can't really comprehend it. I guess Italy's team talk was better, but again, like, it must have been a real bad, time for Estonia in the locker room there not to come up with a way to maybe break through the Italian defense. Players weren't being that clinical as well. That's you all day watching in your bed. I mean, pretty chill. Usually when I watch content as well, like my own content that I watch, usually I watch it over there on the couch, like right there, or on the bed. Mostly it's on the couch. But yeah. Also, Dembele, the biggest injury merchant of all time, I swear. He's going into injury merchant form. It might hinder his Ballon d'Or progress as well. Subbed in 46, subbed out 81st. That's, like, so unlucky. Imagine he gets a Ballon d'Or, right? He gets a Ballon d'Or, and then he just, keeps getting injured for the rest of his career, and then he just retires with one Ballon d'Or. Honestly, red card, back to bed, buddy. Yeah, go back to bed, Rashan. I actually used to have a red and yellow card here. Honestly, I used to have them. I don't know where they are now. I lost them. Nines pass? What? Okay, 88 minute on both games. 2 minutes left in total, and then additional time will be added on. I think 3 minutes additional for the France game. 5 minutes for the Italy-Estonia game, I do think will be the case. Not all matches show during international break. Some don't, I guess. And 4-0. Retegui scores again. 4-0. Retegui scores. Wow. Retegui is absolutely cracked. That guy is crazy good. Yeah, and that's why in Qadsia, we have to be careful. Al Nassr, has to be careful of Retegui and Qadsia, especially since we play them late into the season, So when he finds his goal-scoring form for Qadsia, it's over. For Nassr, it's actually over. If we can't defend this guy, he's dangerous on the header. He gets a header goal. Nice little cross in there from number 19 from Italy. And then, yeah, it's a beautiful just header from Retegui. Retegui is cold. Yeah, I know he's cold. You didn't tell me. I knew it. It's like something I actually knew. Retegui is that guy. He's literally cold. Also, I don't know why I've had the scoreboard on the top this whole time when, I wasn't even using it anyway. So just to completely ignore that. Did Ukraine just score, by the way? No, they didn't. Okay. 3 minutes of additional time for the Ukraine-France game, by the way. France a bit disappointed in this game, gotta say. Did not expect Italy to score 4. This is the exact scoreline I expected, but the opposite way round, and then Italy to get 1. Yeah, Italy scoring 4. I did not expect that at all. France are fumbling it. You thought it was a walk in the park for France? Yeah, same. I did think it was going to be 1-2. Guess not. Italy fumble an open chance there. Could have been 5-0. Again, Estonia is a better, not the best opponent compared to the likes of, Ukraine. Ukraine's better. Mbappe did the worst shot of his life. I don't know if you guys are watching that. Did you just see that Mbappe chance in the 90th minute and 4 seconds in? Mbappe just did the worst shot I've ever seen him do in my entire life. Literally just shot at the keeper, a little chip. What are you doing, Mbappe? It's literally an open goal, my guy. All you have to do, dud shot, go across right, score. Easy. Easy. I'll be doing that in my sleep. And what else was there? You told? No, you didn't say. You did not say that Retegui is called. I knew it. I literally, skip back to the start of the stream. I literally said that Retegui is cold. I literally said in the Kodsia versus Olali stream, Kodsia lost 4-1, right? But I still said Retegui needs time to cook. He will cook. He's cooking right now for Italy. He's going to cook for Kodsia. No problem. And welcome back, Ron. Welcome back. Yeah, you're almost at the end of these matches here. We'll, of course, play the Roblox after this. And there's a goal for Italy again. It's 5-0. 5-0. Goal for Italy. France add 4-0. Reality 2-0. This is disappointing. Exactly. Bastoni scored. 5-0. Italy really turned it up here. Jeepers. 5-0. Bastoni, 1 goal. Retegui, 2 goals, 1 assist. Or did he get a hat-trick? I can't even remember. I swear he's got a hat-trick now. No, 2 goals, 1 assist. Keane, 1 goal. Raspadori, 1 goal. 5-0. That is a demolition right there. Oh, my God. They really cooked there. Morocco winning 4-0 as well to Niger. Sabari scored 2 goals. El Kabi scored 1 goal. And Igamane scored 1 goal. Is Hakimi playing that game? Yeah, he is. He got an assist. Who else is playing? Sofyan Amrabat's playing. Is Rahimi on the bench for Morocco? No, he's not. Morocco playing their B team, except for Bruno and Hakimi. You don't really like football. You're just here to talk with you. No problem. No problem, Ron. Well, we're going on, yeah, as I said before, we're going on Roblox at 12 a.m., which is in like 30 minutes, 20 minutes. It's 10:37 p.m. over here. For me, it's 11:37 p.m. So, 1 hour behind there only, which is cool. It's finished now. You're going to go to bed. Yeah, I mean, it's done. It's done here. France has got the dub. We'll continue for the Italy-Estonia game, which has got only 2 minutes left. And yeah, have a nice rest of your night, Poppy. Hope you have a nice sleep. And see you in another... Are you going to be in the Portugal-Armenia stream tomorrow? Would love to see you there because it was fun to talk to you. Yeah, make sure... Have a nice rest of your night. Yes, and go ahead, Ron. Say whatever you want. Red card? There's no red... There's a red card? Actually. By the way, Scotland-Denmark 0-0 the whole game. Jeepers. Look at the top messages. It's a tie. Where did I see? Wait, where's it? Where exactly is a tie? Oh, the top fans. Oh, yeah. 225. Oh, wow. It's a 3-way tie for first place. Good job, guys. You guys are all the tops. Yeah, isn't that rare? Yeah, I think it is rare. Your dad left you when you were a baby. Oh. Sorry to hear that, Ron. I don't know if you're joking or being serious, But someone told me in one of the streams their dad died, and I thought they were being serious, and then they said they were joking, so, I can't, I have trust issues now on the stream. But if that's true, sorry to hear that. Elise, happy with his performance there. Mbappe, good performance. I think Mbappe player of the match. For Italy versus Estonia, Retegui definitely the player of the match. And yeah, this game's all done, clean and day. See you, France versus Iceland, you guess. If I do it, let's check. So let's check what day that is again, because I know you said it before, but I'm pretty dumb on the memory here. So France versus Iceland will be Tuesday, the 9th of September. What games are on the 9th of September? Let's check. Tuesday, the 9th. Portugal's on at... No, oh, they're at the same time. Yeah, I'll do France versus Iceland at the same time as Portugal versus Hungary. Yeah, so I'll do those two at the same time there. And you're being serious? Oh, well, that's really unfortunate here, Ron. I'm sorry about that. Well, if you ever need to talk with someone, you always, have me to talk to on here. Yeah. And there's the full-time whistle for Italy versus Estonia. Game's done there. So, yeah, W's. And remember to pray for your grandma to have a good life up there. Why is everyone being sad suddenly? No, don't be sad. Am I free on Monday? Because for Italy versus Israel? Maybe. Italy versus... What time is it? No, I got football training. No. I thought if it was at 10:30, I'd be able to watch it. But, nah, unfortunately, I've got my football training. So, yeah, it's just out of the time range. Maybe I can get into it if I'm quick. But I don't think I'm going to be quick enough to get it because my football training ends 9:30 and the match starts at 9:45. So, yeah. And You're serious? You're not joking? Yeah, I'll you know, rest in peace, your grandma. You know, after football training, I only got 15 minutes, and the drive back home is 40 minutes. So, you know, got kind of a distance there to cover in 15. But yeah, no more sad stuff, guys. Be happy. I'll see you guys in 20 minutes. Let's think positive and happy. Beautiful games as well. We got 7 goals in total today to cover, which is a W. Missed only one of them, the Elise goal. The rest of them we saw. And can I show the back of your shirt? The shirt, yeah, sure, Dean Smith. It's absolutely nothing. There we go. See, nothing on there because I don't get numbers on the back of my shirts. Thank you so much, guys. And robots.